Hello, lovely humans. Welcome to this space on the internet. While I'm not sure how many of you will actually be interested in this, I thought it'd be fun. So here I am, and I'm going to explain how I make, edit, and then publish my videos. I am primarily motivated by the fact that I basically started from nothing to do YouTube, and it worked out pretty well for me. I figure I might as well share the knowledge. First, I'm going to upload my video material to my MacBook. So I have a little extender thingy-majiggy that I had to buy separately because Macs don't have USB insertions, but whatever. And I plug that into my computer. Before editing, I like to make sure I have my blue light glasses on, so here they are. Once I'm on my computer, I'm going to open the iMovie application, and it'll do its little bouncy thing there. And boom! This is my iMovie library, and I'm going to click New Movie. Once the new movie opens, I can begin uploading my material through this little uploady button. And I just choose my D7000 camera where I filmed the video. The little green flashy button means it's loading. And there it is! Most of my videos I do all in one take, and then I'll just make an edit of all the parts I don't want out. So once that first video is uploaded, I can put it into the timeline and begin editing. Here's a sped up version of me doing the first round of editing, where I'm just cutting out any large pauses, or frankly any small pauses, in order to keep my voice while I'm talking during the video quite consistent, basically getting rid of any long dead pauses. After that's done, I can go back and add all of the fun stuff like the intro and music and any overlays that I want on green screen. And as a side note, I make my green screen animations in the app Canva, or the website Canva. That's super easy to do, and you just put anything on a green background and you can slide it into iMovie. I also, just for the sake of style within the videos, like to go back and add different frame shifts. I don't know if that's actually what those are called, but I can do this thing where I crop the video frame so that, my head gets bigger in the frame or the frame shifts. And I think it adds emphasis to certain parts of the video and might help with like a little bit more interest. So I go through the video doing that to any parts that I want. And even though the video you're watching, this has only taken 3 minutes, this actually takes closer to maybe an hour or two up until this point, then plus filming another hour. So it's important to take breaks, go to the bathroom, get something to eat, and also to drink. I have water here, which is really important so that you can actually get the thing done and also your body's happy. Here's that Canva website I was talking to you about before. I also make my thumbnails here. So oftentimes if I'm waiting for a video to upload or just needing a break from the pure editing, I'll go to Canva and make the thumbnail for my video. But for now, I'm going to show you just a little overlay that I will put into the video that I'm currently creating in this video. So I'm making a green screen overlay, I believe. So I'm just finding a green screen, that I'm going to put it on. And I like all the different creative options that Canva gives you. Not an ad. I just really like it and would recommend it if you're looking for a free platform. But here I'm adding some text. This video in particular is my one about International Asexuality Day, which you can go watch if you want, even though International Asexuality Day was April 6th. I'm able to customize the different fonts, like so. As you might expect, you can also change the color, and there's ways to also add different effects to the writing. So here I'm adding an outline so that it'll be more visible through the green screen when I put it on as an overlay in iMovie. This is pretty much my favorite part of video creation. I do like the content itself, but the digital creation aspect is definitely a plus for me, and I find it really fun, and it's something that I didn't expect to be good at, but I think I've surprised myself, and maybe if you try it, you will also surprise yourself. Because prior to becoming a YouTuber, I guess, I thought I was completely digitally illiterate. It turns out I'm actually pretty resourceful, since I figured pretty much everything that I've done thus far out just by Googling it and figuring it out. It's also just really important for me to bring a sense of like artistry and creativity to all of my videos, just for my own sense of purpose in their creation and also for your enjoyment. Once I'm satisfied with my green screen overlay, I can upload or download, I guess, the MP4 video, or if it's just a photo and doesn't have any animation, I can just do it as a PNG or JPEG, and then I can put it right into my iMovie. I drag it out right from my library up here on top of all of the video imaging, and then there's an option at the top here that says blue or green screen where you can overlay it. And then they'll play together, and what you get is something like this. You can also play around with how it fades in and out. That's what these little toggles at the ends are for. So let's give it a watch. It fades in, it fades out, boom. Now I'm going to Notion, which is another website slash app that I use in the whole YouTube land, but also just for my own personal use. I usually use this to write scripts for my YouTube videos, but as you'll see in about a moment, I can also use the little pages that are in Notion that I can create within Notion to create titles and overlays for use within the video. I often do this for any definitions I have that pop up at the bottom of the screen in videos that I'm making, so that's where you'll often see it. I find that it just has a nice font. I can easily copy and paste, for example, this comment, because I was reading a bunch of comments for this particular video on International Asexuality Day. I can copy and paste them into here, and it makes for a nice little like pop-in that I can add into my video. Once it's done, I Command-Shift-4 to take a screenshot of this little label, just like this. And then the screenshot will appear in the corner and I can drag it into my iMovie library. And like I said before, you can really play around in iMovie, and there's lots of different frame shifts and ways that you can enter your little overlay into the video in however which way you want. Just a note that usually when I'm editing, I'm in for the long haul. I do everything in 1 or 2 sittings, and it's usually for hours at a time. So I like to have my weighted blanket or other stimmy toys to keep me company. When I do eventually get through the bulk of the editing, I can watch the whole thing through and see if I'm happy with how everything turned out. And if I think it's done, I can click share and save to files, where I'll have to name it just like this, and then it will download to my desktop. The downloading process tends to take a while, especially if it's a longer video, but you can find an approximation of how long it will take to download, which I think is good. Once the video is downloaded, I can head to YouTube Studio, where I can put the thumbnail, description, title, and all the details into the YouTube video. I can then publish it for all of you to watch. Let me know in the comments if you found this interesting or useful in any ways. I'm not really sure about this type of video and how it'll go over, but I had fun making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. So farewell, lovely humans, and we'll see you next time in this space on the internet.